Welcome to today's podcast. This is the positive side. Glad you tuned in. Hope you're having a fantastic, beautiful, wonderful day. I'm sure you are. Check out the website when you get a chance, jeremytodd.com. Log on to the mailing. Get that motivational Monday morning motivational video. I'm working on those. They're going to get better, I promise. You're also going to get a letter from me from time to time, just trying to break up the week for you, trying to pump you up a little bit. Just trying to break up the monotony of the normal week to week to week. My life, just a couple updates. I got an email today from Sam Crowley. Every day is Saturday. I will be in Cincinnati June 9th and June 10th. I'm excited to see everybody there when I get there. I hope you're listening. Hope you're going to at least try to attend. Should be a blast. Hang out with Sam for a little bit, for a couple days. Should be an awesome time. Got to get pumped up, get motivated, and continue this awesome podcast. But I'm actually, I don't know if I mentioned this the other day, but Sam Crowley will be on the podcast as well. We're shooting for May 18th. That'll be the day I record it. Probably get it up and loaded. Maybe probably that day, probably 18th or 19th. I'm excited about that. Got some other podcasts. Got a new gym coming up in Fort Wayne, Indiana, called CrossFit Tactical Strength. Going to be interviewing Anthony Shefferly, he is a full-time police officer and gym owner. He's like CrossFit guru. The guy's a beast. Can't wait to hear his insights about working out, CrossFit, leadership, owning the business, and what some of the things that he struggles with. So we're going to learn a little bit about Anthony Shefferly, so that'll be fun. Got some other interviews planned as well. Stay tuned. It's going to be an awesome, exciting next few weeks. So today, I was at a lunch or a coffee just before I came here with a good buddy of mine, and he brought up the word courage, and it just, sometimes you hear things that just hit you like a ton of bricks. This hit me like a ton of bricks. Courage. It's a word that you don't hear very often, but everybody knows what courage means. Having the guts, having the cojones to do what you got to do to step out on that edge and make a difference in someone's life or to change your life. But I think sometimes when we break it down to that word courage, it almost calls you out. It's like, do you have courage to try and get another job? Do you have courage to tell your loved one how you truly feel? Do you have courage to go for your dreams and go for your goals and go for your aspirations? If you're listening to this podcast, just think to yourself, just take a minute and say, do I have courage? Do I have courage to get the life that I deserve, that I believe I should have? Do I have courage to do a podcast every single day or every other day or as many times as I can? Do I have courage to start this new business, to try and go for my dreams? Do I have courage to do that? And when you put it in those terms, not, do you want to take a risk or, the opportunity. Now, those words are great as well, but to have the courage to make changes in your life. Believe me, when I moved from Indiana to North Carolina, quitting my six-figure job and trying to start over and reinvent myself, that word came up to me, and I don't know why I haven't remembered it since, but do I have courage to do that? And like I said, it kind of called me out. I took it personal. I mean, what do you mean? I'm talking to myself, of course, but what do I mean by do I have courage? Well, of course I have courage. Well, if you have so much courage, then why don't you do the things that you know you should do? Why don't you have courage to step out on the edge, to move, to reinvent yourself, to try something new? It's important to ask yourself that question. If you're struggling with something and you're on the fence, let me ask you this question. Do you have courage to go for your dreams? Do you have courage to make a better life for you and your family? Because it takes courage. There's no question about it. And when I heard that term this morning, and like I said, it just absolutely just nailed me. Do I have courage? And then I thought, hey, I've had some courage to come down here, quit my six-figure job, and move 8.5 hours away from my friends and family to start over and reinvent myself. But now what's the next thing I'm going to have courage to do? I've got courage, as I mentioned. I'm going to get back in the job market, start a new career or a new job that hopefully will pay some bills and get me this mortgage and get me going down the right road. But do I have courage to continue to do the podcast? Do I have courage to continue to go through my dreams? That's one nice thing about a podcast is I've got all my listeners to help hold me accountable. Shoot me that email, help hold me accountable, Jeremy at jeremytodd.com, Jeremy at jeremytodd.com. Shoot me that email. But do you have courage? I look back years and years and years ago when I moved from Fort Wayne to Chicago the first time. Did I have courage? That was kind of blind courage. Sometimes it was. I don't look back and say it was a mistake because I learned so much from that opportunity. But I went completely broke. But did I have courage to get back up and continue to go and continue to fight, continue to make my money and my family, and continue to go for my goals and dreams? Or did I just roll over and die and say forget about it and stay in the same exact spot I am for the rest of my life? So that word resonates to me probably more than about any word I've heard in a long, long time, and I hope it resonates with you. Do you have courage to go for your dreams? Do you have courage to tell that family member that you love them? Do you have courage to tell your kids no when you know they were begging you or saying yes, and whatever the case is? Do you have courage to tell your boss that you don't agree with certain things? Do you have courage to stand up to bullies? Do you have courage to eat the right food, to go to the gym? Even going to the gym. I mentioned that, but do you have courage to get up and go to the gym? Because we know what's going to happen. The first time you go in there, you're intimidated. So ask yourself that question for the next day or 2 days. Do you have courage? And I know everyone has that thing in the back of their mind that they've always wanted to do. Do you have courage to do it? And sure, I'm kind of calling you out because when you say that to yourself, you're calling yourself out. Do you have courage? No, I guarantee you don't want to say, no, I don't have the courage. It's the opposite of that is, yes, I do have the courage. And I have the courage to do the things that I want to do to make myself happier in life, to be more successful, to go for my goals and dreams. I have courage. The question is, do you have courage? Or are you going to sit on the couch and watch other people go by your life, continue to enjoy their lives while you're just doing the same old, same old? Apparently they have courage. But the question is, do you have courage? So that's today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, how about this? Do you have courage just to go on to jeremytodd.com and sign up for that Monday motivation video? Do you have courage to go to my Facebook page? Like it, share it. It's always funny with the Facebook page when you start one, people, it's like the ultimate. People decide whether, you submit your Facebook page to everyone of all your friends and family. And then you have, half the people don't do it. Sure, some of the people aren't going to agree with what you're doing, but that took courage. It's all these little courages, too. It's not just one big courage. There's a bunch of little courage. You have courage to do little things in life. But me, I got courage. I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to continue to challenge myself, and I challenge you. Hop on the iTunes for me. Give me that 5-star rating. Have courage to do that. And when you do that, shoot me that email. I'll give you a 15-minute power call. We'll pump you up. We'll talk about courage. But again, I hope you enjoyed the podcast today. Think about courage. Challenge other people to talk about courage. Ask them, do they have courage to go for their goals and dreams? And the last question I'll end it with is, my friends, do you have courage to go for your goals and dreams? This is the positive side.